Yeah, what's up, dude?
What's going on, guys? How are y'all?
We're good, man. You gonna play? You gonna play a little bit for us?
Nah, man, I'm just holding it. I'm just holding it. Yeah.
I love that you have sass when he asks stupid questions.
Yeah, I'm just holding it.
What's happening, dude? Hey, it's Taste the Country Happy Hour. It's Evan and Amber from Taste the Country Nights. We got the one and only Kip Moore. How's quarantine treating you?
It's good, man. I mean, I've always been okay in isolation, solitude, whatever you want to call it. I'm ready to get back out and play, but I've had a lot of time here to think, and I've been doing a lot of writing, a lot of rock climbing. I've been good.
Have you mentioned quarantine in any of the new songs that you've written?
Nah, that's not gonna happen with me. I know that there'll be a lot of that kind of stuff, and that's not gonna be my bag.
Let me ask you, once everything is over, how do you think your touring is gonna change?
Evan, you know about as much as I do, which is nothing. I know nothing, man. I don't know what's going to happen with all this. I would like to hope that we're going to learn to get back to just enjoying life and not being so afraid of our shadows. I hope that's, I know this is a serious situation, but, I just also hope that people are able to not live a life of fear. The minute I get the green light to play, I'll be back playing. I won't be playing with a mask on. I'll be doing my thing. So I'm not going to let my life be lived in that way.
Cool, man. I want to remind everybody that's watching, we're going to do a fan Q&A at the end. So if you want to go ahead and leave your comment, questions for Kip, we would love to get those on. Now, your new album is coming out May 29th. It's called Worldwide. Now, we noticed kind of in the beginning and the end, you mentioned a girl named Janie. So we got to know, who is Janie?
Yeah, it's Wild World. I just got to throw that one at you right quick. When you say Worldwide, I was thinking about Will Ferrell with Worldwide Prestige. No, it's Wild World.
That one doesn't make the album.
But Janie is a real character. I do that a lot through my records. When Mary was all over the first one. I'm never going to tell you who it is, but there definitely are characters that will influence records at times in different songs. And a lot of this is just my way sometimes of releasing whatever bones I might have buried in a natural way, and I'm sometimes digging them back up and trying to process, instead of just burying those things, trying to process the feelings that I've had through the years, and that way I can move on from it.
So in a way, it's kind of like therapy for you.
Yeah, it can be. I know that the Payin Hard, the last song on the record, was definitely that way, and it was a tough one to get through because it was so honest, and it was feelings that I've been holding on to for a long time that had affected me in a lot of ways, a lot of regret that I'd carried. And that's my way of trying to get past that, I think, sometimes.
Well, I tell you, as someone who has lost their dad as well, I was looking for different outlets too, to be able to, you do need to get that off your chest. I wish I could have wrote a song about that, but I don't have that much talent. I'm glad that you were able to do that and kind of rid yourself of that burden. We did notice in the end of that song, are you like retiring from music?
No, man, that's just how I felt in the moment of just like, sometimes you just feel a little depleted, and, I don't know when that moment will come. But it was more of just, there's more of just a self-reflective thing in the moment. Sometimes you might wake up feeling that way, of like you got nothing left. But then you find another gear, and I'm definitely not retiring. I'm looking forward to getting out, and I got a lot left in me. We'll see. Well, that that day will come when it comes, but I won't be announcing it. I'll be that guy that just disappears. It won't be a farewell, cowboy rides away thing for me, man. It'll just be the minute I ever feel like I got nothing left in me, that'll be that.
That is a really heavy song and a really emotional song. When you do get back to touring, is that one you'll play, or is that too emotional to really put
I'll 100% play it, because I just know that's going to be, I always put the anchor as the last track. I always, from Guitar Man to Comeback Kid to Faith When I Fall, when I think about the last song on all 3 records, that's been a crowd favorite. And I just know the audience, and I know this is going to be one of those too. And
you'll play that at the end of every show always?
No, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be at the end. But it just means that, I just know it's going to be a staple in the show. Guitar Man has usually come at the end of shows, but Faith When I Fall sometimes fell in the middle. So I never know where I'm going to put the last track from the record in an actual live show, but I'll have to suss that out and see where it fits.
What's the longest you've ever gone without actually just picking up a guitar?
When I go surfing, sometimes I'll step away from it for a good bit. But a good bit for me is maybe 3 or 4 days.
Can you combine the two? Will you ever combine the two?
What's that?
Would you ever think about combining the two?
Surfing and music. That eventually happens when I'm there. But when I first get there, usually I step away from it for a bit. But then I find myself naturally wanting to pick it up and wanting to play. And, every time I take a trip like that, I wrote Janie Blue in Costa Rica at 2 o'clock in the morning with one streamline of consciousness. So, I still play, but it's just not as often. When I'm on the road, my fingers get really calloused, and that's when I play a lot smoother. So when you lose the calluses, it's a lot harder to play.
That's interesting. Okay. All right, we're going to get into a couple fan questions, if you don't mind. Go ahead, Amber.
Okay, after quarantine, what is the very first thing that you're going to do?
After quarantine, the very first thing that I'm going to do, man, I don't know what the very first thing I'm going to do is, but I can say that what I miss is, in Nashville, I go to a coffee shop almost every morning, and I go to different ones all around, usually around East Nashville. But I love sitting in those coffee shops and the hustle and bustle and the smiles and the laughs, and I like writing lyrics early in the morning. And I think I'm just, that'll be one of the first things that I look forward to, because you want to see people have that levity again. I think that'll be what I look forward to, is just hitting up a coffee shop with a packed house early in the morning and working on lyrics and just kind of looking around and seeing people enjoy themselves.
Does anybody ever come up to you when you're in a coffee shop like that?
This is what I've learned. What I have learned is that people are very polite during the daytime. And then it's a lot more aggressive when people have drinks in them at nighttime in a bar. So in the daytime, if people do, it's always very subtle. It's, hey, I like your music, give you a wave and keep going. And then I enjoy talking to people like in the daytime before they've, been intoxicated, and close talking you. It's people are a blast, because they'll express like what songs they like, and you start talking about music, and then that leads into something that they love, and then you start talking about art with them that they love to paint, or you end up learning something about somebody. But I enjoy conversating with people, and when people are really kind, I always appreciate the kindness, because I put a lot into what I do. So when somebody comes up in an airport or a coffee shop and they just say, love your music, I went to this show back and so, I usually say, pull up a seat, and we'll chat, but it's only when people start grabbing your arm and like that kind of thing in a bar when it can get a little like weird. And but like in the daytime and morning time, people are usually, amazing and gracious, and it's, I enjoy those conversations.
Have you ever had somebody try to take a sneaky picture of you?
Oh, a million times. Yeah. And you see that all the time, where I'm like, I had no idea that I was being filmed, and then you see something pop up on, social media where it was like you were, that's happened quite a few times.
What is the Kip Moore coffee order?
I'm an unleaded straight black.
That's Amber. I call
Yeah.
it diesel. She drinks diesel just straight out of the pump.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm the same way. Same way. That's why we've always gotten along, Amber. You know what I mean?
I
Like
know.
kindred spirits. We're
All
both
right, so
sassy. There you
I'm
go.
gonna start drinking my coffee black just so I can hang with the cool kids.
I don't
Okay.
think you can handle it, buddy.
Got another question. Someone asked, how was it? What'd you do turning 40 since we were quarantined?
Well, I'm here at my lodge, and I celebrated it with the other two friends that I have this lodge with, Mary and Jeremy, and they were cool. They made like a little dessert that night. We had some wine together. It was just the three of us, and I wasn't even going to say anything about my birthday, but they both knew, and yeah, we just had like a tiny little, Mary made the bomb brownie cake, and we got down on that, and that was kind of it. Watched a little Ozark. That was the birthday.
Well, cool, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and man, we're really pumped for this album.
Thanks, Evan. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Amber, keep him in check.
Dude, it's a hard job, but I'll work on it.
Later.
Thanks, Kip.
You bet, guys.
All right, Kip,
Bye.
take it easy.